Well, hey everybody, this is Miss Janice, the storytelling marketress. Today I'm coming to you from the Shift Job Connection desk, and I wanted to make sure that you got a close up and personal look at the assurance guide position that I am hiring for. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly take you through the at home position that I've been telling everybody about. I've been sending out emails. I have began to start promoting it because there are people that I know that are looking for jobs at home that they can do at home, and they can make you from anywhere to $100 on up a day and $1,000 plus a week. The reason I'm telling you this is because some people just want to do it part time. Some people just want to earn an extra $200 a week or to supplement their already income. There are reasons why they want to do it. And what I'm doing is I'm just showing you how easy it is to have an opportunity to take control of your money, to take control and to get a place of rest where finances are concerned. So this is assurance. And what you need is you need a headset like this, and they explain it all that I'm going to tell you right now. They're going to explain it in the videos that I'm going to show you. And these, I believe, I got this one either from Fred Meyer's if you're in Portland, Oregon, or Best Buy. I believe one of those two places, and they still sell them. I checked, and they still sell them. And you can order them online. You can also order them off of Amazon, and it tells you exactly what the name of it is. This is a Logitech, and at the end, I mean, before you get to the end, it has a mute button. It asks you for that. Some of them have the mute button on the ear right here, but this one has them right here. If you look at the screen, oh, it's not connected because I wanted to show you. But if it's plugged in, it has a USB connect. If it's plugged in, you're up and down, or the sound is here, and you can see it on the screen. But it's not plugged in because I wanted to also show you the videos. Wait, let's do it this way. And the reason I wanted to show you the videos is because I want you to see that the videos are not long at all. And as soon as you do the program itself, you go through the program itself, you'll see right here that it talks you through it, and these are the different things that you need. You're going to need the Google Chrome browser. I'm always telling everybody about the Google Chrome browser because it's compatible with a lot of systems. It's compatible with the Android system and the other one. The I can't think of it right now. Sorry. So here are the headset requirements, and it tells you. Oh, here it is. Well, I did tell you that it tells you everything. You can get them at Best Buy, Walmart, or Amazon. Let's hide this. Or let me see if it'll let me scroll down. Yep, it will. Oh, so if you have it, you're just going to ask you to check, agree. Now, computer requirement. I already have my check, so I'm just going over what I did. You have Windows 10. That's the best. This is not Windows 10. This system right here, I believe, is Windows 8 point something. But the one at the church is Windows 10. So it tells you every single thing. And if you can get on, it says laptop, and but because Windows 10 and the format itself or the platform for assurance is being upgraded, I'm noticing that it does a lot of skipping on this one. At the one at the church, it just zooms right through. There's no problem. I can get speeds up to 20 something, 30 upload, 20 something download, or the other way around. I just know that I have numbers like 20 and 30, and they ask for you to at least have 10. Okay. So let's scroll down some more. It says your pre-recorded introduction helps the answering machine detection technology work better and save you from repeating the same introduction over and over again. So what they basically do is you record some high. This is Janice from insurance, and they give you a script. Everything is scripted, so you don't have any problems. As a matter of fact, I put on this board right here some of the objections. Like sometimes I'll call and they'll say something like, I just filled out a survey. And then you're like, great, fantastic. I hope you win. Let's see if you qualify. Do you currently have medical insurance? Or if they want car insurance, do you currently have car insurance? Or if they want life insurance, do you currently have life insurance? So you have the script in front of you and you have it on the board if they ask or say a certain thing. If they say something like, why do you keep calling me? And you're like, kind sir, it's not our company that keeps calling you, or ma'am. It's not our company that keeps calling you. Your information has been shared on multiple websites. However, we are Assurance, the leading insurance service in America. Do you currently have life insurance, or do you? So whatever you say, whatever you hear, they give you a clean script in front of you, or they give you rebuttals. And it just so happened that I took mine out and copied them and pasted them right here. Okay. And so it says it may take up to 48 hours, business hours, for your introduction. So for whatever you take, that voice, whenever you do it, then it may take a while. So that's not stopping us from working. What that's doing is making us get better. Because I continue, as you can see right now, I continually go over the scripts, the rebuttals, the computer requirements, the recording of my own voice, etc. Well, when you log into Delta, it tells you right here. So it says, mm, Delta is where you work and earn. It's where you will go online and get connected with shoppers, and where you can view your dashboard and commissions, among other things. Now, one of the best, I was going to say blessed, one of the blessed things about assurance is that everything can be asked right on your dashboard. I have it open so much so that I want you to see that this is a dashboard. If you have any questions, okay, let me hide this. It says, let us know if you have any questions. There's always somebody there. We're open from 5, so you can come online from 5 to 9, and it's Pacific time, or 5 to 12 Eastern time, like that. So if I'm in the North Pacific Northwest, it's 5 to 9. But if you're in it's the same time, but the hours are different. So if you're talking to somebody in Philadelphia, because it's all over. So if you're talking to somebody that's in Philadelphia who needs car insurance, or who needs medical insurance, or who needs life insurance, then you can still relax and take your time. But if it's 9 o'clock and in your time, and then 12 o'clock somewhere else, then you won't be connecting with Philadelphia. You won't be connecting with Texas. You'll just be connecting with maybe Washington, or like that. Okay. Washington State, not Washington, D.C. Okay. So then you close here, and then you ask questions here. All right. So let me get started with your training. And this is where you go to the Mind Flash course. I've passed all of them with 100%. And trust me, if you're not going to get 100%, then don't even take the test. If you're going to go, if you're going to read and it says something like you can pass with 90, and then all of a sudden you go, wait a minute, okay, what happened? Well, you need to take the test over, because you cannot pass without 100%. Okay. Seriously, you can't do it. They're not gonna let you. They're gonna say you didn't pass the test. And then you're like, "Well, it said I only needed 75. Well, it said I only needed 80." Miss Janice is telling you you need 100. And the test is so easy to do that it's like an open book test. They ask you a question and then you go for it, and you can take the test as many times as you want, except for that last, that last question. Like, you get a 90, a 90, a 90, a 90, a 90, and it said you can get like 85, right? I'm telling you, you need to get 100, because it's an open book test. The test is available for you to pass, not to fail. And passing is 100, even though I'm trying to explain to you now that they upgraded so much stuff that they didn't upgrade the words yet. And that's why I keep going over it, so that to make sure that you know that they did not upgrade the word yet. Okay, so we're going to review modules is what we're going to do. So what I suggest you do is do like I'm doing. Excuse me. Is review the course, and everybody has to do this. Everybody has to have the same type of computer. Everyone has to have the same type of headset, and you see why, because when others listen to you, when I was using a computer, this computer as a matter of fact, and I could do the sample test and the mic setup, but it would not let me do the online communication with people because it stuttered. And one of the young men, he said, "How did you get my number? Or how did you get to talk to me?" And I was like, "I don't know. All I did was try to test my microphone before I went online." He said, "Well, I hear a lot of stuttering." And I was like, "Well, it's true. I can't use it at home." Okay, so it says before you start Mind Flash, you must it must be completed using Google Chrome. Other browsers are not compatible. For example, like if you have Microsoft Edge, that's a good browser, but not for the platform of Mind Flash. Safari and etc. They are good browsers, but not for Mind Flash. And then you have to download it here. So you're gonna click on this link right here. After you click on the link, it's going to have a square block right here. It says download Chrome. There's no need for me to download it because I already have it. Okay. So we're going to push out of here. And the reason that I'm doing it this way is because if you were listening to Miss Janice, say for example, I sent you a link that's telling you that you can become an Avon representative. All of your links get stuck in Google Chrome. This right here is for affiliate marketing for Walmart. If you want to be a Walmart affiliate, you go onto Walmart and you have it open like this, and maybe your picture is here. So this, the way I had it earlier, and you're talking to the people, you're looking in the camera and say, "Does anybody need anything?" Well, they'll send you a link, and I showed y'all how my links get started right here. They'll pop out. Somebody will text me, and a link will pop out, and they'll say something. Then I'll just start talking to them. That's also on Google Chrome. That's also on your Google Chrome browser. This is an extension of all of your contacts. So you can be right here and, you know, contacting talking to, excuse me, all of the people that are in your phone. See, that's my Aunt Pearl, my brother. You see what I'm saying? And this is all of them. All I have to do is just click this. If you in Portland, Oregon, go to my church, Shaniqua. You see what I'm saying? So I can actually talk to, like, hey, you guys, or I'm on Google Chrome. You can put in as many names as you want. Okay. So I'm just explaining Google Chrome, Google Chrome, Google Chrome, Google Chrome, because that's what I teach from. That's what I teach through. If you text me and say, Miss Janice, I'm getting ready to take the mail test, the United States Postal Service test right here. All I do, open up and say, what area are you seeking after? Or I'm not going to take the test, but I'm going to prepare for the test. What I do is I look at the area that you're going to go into and I send you information regarding it. If you want to take the CDL licensing test, I do the same thing with that. See, I'm just telling you now I'm doing online, uh, not even courses, but online jobs that you can work at your home. And that's what I'm talking to you about here, and it's called assurance, and you're becoming a guide. This is the module. You already saw this, but we're going to go through it again. It's in small form. This is the guy intro.
Welcome to Assurance. We're on a mission to build a better insurance solution for consumers and agents, and we're excited to tell you about it. Insurance is complicated. There are countless indicators required for an insurance package to align with a customer's unique circumstances. But we've improved all that by building a custom, individualized solution, eliminating industry waste and inefficiency. In 2 short years, we've attracted more insurance shoppers than anyone. Our platform uses more than 300 customer data points to produce personalized product recommendations. The Assurance platform is the center of this business activity. Prospective customers find assurance.com and several other insurance sites we own where they indicate their interest in a policy and share their information. Those qualified, interested shoppers are then aggregated and funneled into our agent platform. Once there, the shoppers are queued up and ready for agents to speak with them. The platform dials the prospects and hands the call to a guide. This is where you come in. As an independent contractor, you can sign in when you want. Once you're logged into our system, you begin receiving these calls, conduct a little discovery to find out what the shopper is seeking, and then hand the call off to a licensed agent. Being friendly, empathetic, interested, and engaging are critical skills. Once you've determined how best to help, you'll transfer them to a licensed agent and move on to helping the next customer. A successful outcome is often determined by how long the agent speaks with the shopper. So be sure and prep the call and help them find the right agent. As you can see, our guides are an important part of our on-demand guide and agent system. In our next course, we'll take a deeper look at the role. Hi, welcome back. In this course, you'll get a detailed look into the guide role. We'll cover role requirements, the compensation model, and our expectations. The guide role is an independent contract role with Assurance. Getting started as a guide requires a little investment. What you'll need to get going is a computer, telephone headset, and a comfortable place to work with internet access. A PC or a Mac will work, but you may prefer a laptop over a desktop so that you have more mobility. Make sure your operating system is up to date with at least 120 megabytes of storage and 1 gigabyte of RAM. We recommend a USB headset designed for soft phone with a mute function that you can plug into your computer. This will help you avoid any issues you might have with your internet connection. Speaking of internet connection, the minimum speed of your connection must be at least 10 megabits per second. You'll also need to use Google Chrome as your browser when logging into our platform. While you're allowed to work and make as much as you can, the most successful guides work around 25 hours per week, with 5% of their calls being billable. That means the agent who receives your call transfer spends a certain amount of time on the phone with that customer. We encourage you to lead with your own personality and style. But insurance is a highly regulated industry, so following the script we provide can help you with compliance. As you take more calls, you'll become familiar with how to handle different kinds of customer objections. The most successful independent guides make at least 2 attempts to overcome a customer objection. We have tips and ongoing education available to help you learn some good tactics to help you here. Once you understand the expectations, the next step is to learn the platform and how to be successful on it. If you're ready, let's go.
See, if you notice, each one of these says passing score 100%. And it wasn't like I was trying to get the 100%. It was more like you didn't pass. And I was like, but that's a 95. It didn't matter. You have to pass with 100% because even in, let me see. Okay, so it does right now, and I can do this. But when I was taking the test, I didn't get this access until after I passed it with 100. And so what I did was I just wrote down everything. And so this is either me getting the 100% certificate or the words that were said, because I wrote down all the words because the videos are like 1 to 3 minutes long. Okay. Yeah. So right now,
In this course, we will go over guide compensation as independent 1099 contractors. Guides are compensated for each successful transfer they facilitate. A successful transfer is also known as a billable. As a guide, you'll connect to a shopper, make your introduction, go through your script, ask a few pre-qualifying questions, and then transfer that shopper to a licensed agent. The shopper's call with the agent must be at least 2 minutes for this to be considered a billable call. It's important to note that the call with the agent must be at least 2 minutes. The duration of your call with the shopper does not count toward that 2 minutes. For each successful transfer, you will receive between $4 and $16. The exact amount you can earn for each shopper will appear on your screen when the call begins. The assurance system determines this amount by using an algorithm unique to each shopper, based on their interest and motivation, to calculate the likelihood that the shopper will become a successful transfer. The less likely our system determines a shopper is to convert to a successful transfer, the larger your compensation for that call. In other words, you'll earn a greater reward for a more difficult transfer. Here's an example. Let's say in 1 week, your average compensation for a successful transfer is $6, just to use a more conservative estimate. Now, a good guide on the assurance platform will get anywhere between 4 to 9 successful transfers per hour on the system. Hopefully you're starting to do the math. In this scenario, a guide spending 40 plus hours in a full week, meaning over 7 days, will average 1,000 plus in commissions weekly. On top of your compensation for successful transfers, you will also have a chance to earn a weekly bonus based on your performance. You'll notice there are 5 tiers displayed on your screen. To qualify for the weekly bonus, your weekly billable percentage will need to be 8% or higher. There is a dashboard in the assurance platform that will help you easily track your performance. Our week starts every Monday and ends at midnight Pacific time on Sunday. During this time frame, if you achieve 150 billables, you will receive a $200 bonus. 200 billables in 1 week will get you a $300 bonus. 250 billables, you'll get a $400 bonus. 300 billables, you're going to get a $500 bonus. And 400 billables, you're going to get a $1,000 bonus. Achieving the highest tier every week would earn you $48,000 annually just in bonuses. More importantly, our commission payment is instant and happens nearly in real time through our third-party partner, Zelle. Payments are processed 3 times a day at 7:30 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Pacific time, and 7 p.m. Pacific time, 7 days a week. It's important that you understand that this does not mean you'll be paid 3 times a day. This is just when the system automatically processes the commissions. So if you have commissions owed to you, then during these times it will process each day. In order for us to pay you, we require that you have a checking account or savings account for direct deposits. We do not write paper checks. That covers compensation. Thanks for watching.
See right here, it says in this course, you will learn our Delta system and how to properly transfer a call. It's very important that you follow the transfer protocol outlined in the video. Passing score is 75. And I never got less than a 75, but there was a time when I got like a 95. And I was like, well, wait a minute. The test right here said that it doesn't care. They just didn't change it. Trust me, they didn't change it. So if you don't pass the test, what normally happens with 100, if you don't pass the test with 100, what normally happens is you say, I don't want this one to be accepted. And then you have to take the first, second, and third over because you get the opportunity to go back like I'm doing right now. Like if I click here, look at the video, then
Hi, my name is Sam, and I'll be taking you through the rest of your guide courses. In this course, we'll cover the basics of how to use the assurance platform to speak with customers and transfer them to our agents. Before we get started logging in, be sure you're using the Google Chrome web browser. This will prevent you from running into browser performance errors. The name of our dialing platform is Delta. To access Delta, enter dial.assurance.com into your website address bar. The first thing you'll see is a request to allow your microphone to work. Once you've confirmed you want to allow your microphone to work, go ahead and log in with your normal credentials, your username and password. You'll have to log in twice. The first time you log in, you'll be logging into the Delta system. That's our phone system. The second time you log in, you'll be live on the assurance platform. That's the scripting and talk track that will serve as the foundation of your conversation with each customer. Okay, at this point, you want to stay offline until we test your headset. To do so, click the dial button to make a manual call. It's easiest to test your headset by calling your own cell phone. Dial your number and click on call. After you've confirmed your headset is working, be sure to click end call to hang up. At this point, you'll need to disposition the call. This is the only time you can disposition incorrectly. So go ahead and click answering machine and then hit submit. Now, in the upper right-hand corner of the platform, there's an indicator that will confirm that you're online. If you're not, it will be red and read Go Online. Once you've tested your system, you're ready to go. Clicking Go Online will start matching you with customers, so make sure you are ready. You'll see a message saying matching you with shoppers, confirming you're about to go live with a call. When the call picks up, the customer on the other end will hear the recorded introduction. Once the recording ends, the call becomes live and you'll be speaking with the customer. The customer cannot hear you while the recording is playing. If for some reason you want to end the introduction recording early, like the customer is trying to respond immediately to your recording, you can end it and take the call from there. Just click End Recording and Unmute to make the call live. Once you're on the call, go ahead and follow the script as it guides you through the call. You are welcome and encouraged to add your own personality and conversation to the call to build rapport with the customer. But you do have to follow the script. In short, you can add to the script, you cannot subtract from it. Make it your own. As you know, the goal of the call is to get a successful transfer to a waiting agent. To transfer the call, simply hit the trans button, meaning transfer. This will put the caller on hold, and then you will need to select the line of insurance you are transferring to. For example, if you select life and hit call, then that will call an available life agent. Make sure you select the right line of insurance. Once the agent answers, make sure they are fully prepared before bringing the customer onto the call. It's very important that the customer has to be on hold until the agent is ready to take the call. Tell the agent about the customer and what they are seeking. This will set them up for a successful call and increase your chances of earning your commission. Once the agent is ready to take the call, clicking merge will put you and the agent online with the caller. Try not to let your hold time with the agent exceed 2 minutes. After you introduce the caller to the agent, you are now ready to end the call. Again, very important that you always warm introduce the customer to the agent on every transfer you do. Clicking End Call will prompt you to a box that asks, who do you want to end the call with? Selecting Complete Transfer and Submit will remove you from the call while the agent takes over. You are now off the call and will be asked to disposition the call. This is simply our way of tracking the status of the call or how it's ended. Choose the correct descriptor, like answer machine, not interested, or transfer. All dispositions are audited, so it's very important you are dispositioning correctly. At this point, simply click the green disposition button, and that will put you back online for your next call. As you can see, it's a very simple system to use, and it will set you up for success. Don't forget that while the platform assists you in your success, it's the rapport and trust you build with the customer that will increase the chances of a successful call. So, that's it for this session. In this next session, we'll discuss the scripting in more detail. Thank you for watching.
It says in this course, you will learn about dispositioning phone calls, properly labeling the outcome of a call with a customer. And remember, please take your time. But you see how if I push the arrow to the right, the video automatically starts. But then I can push it to the left, and I showed you that just a few minutes ago. I just didn't talk through it, and it'll automatically go take you back. So you can use it, and that these are called modules. You can use these modules even in the test. They're short. I think that so far the longest video was 4 minutes so far.
Hi, I'm Sam, and I wanted to spend some time with you focusing on dispositioning phone calls when you finish speaking with a shopper. Dispositioning a call means telling our system how your call ended before you move on to another call. So after you've done your discovery with a shopper and transferred them to the right agent, it is critical that you tell the system how or why the call ended. Calls can end in a number of ways: answer machine, group callback, transfer, not interested, DNC, and did not connect. Answer machine means just what it sounds like. Your call went to an answering machine. Group callback is when you speak to someone who requests a callback, indicating this is a group callback, puts the shopper back in line to get a call in the next 24 hours. Transfer is the best outcome. It's when a call is successfully transferred to an agent. If you select not interested, it means you spoke to a shopper and they told you they weren't interested in pursuing insurance. It is also a bit of a catch-all for a number of events like you call a wrong number, call a business, or speak with someone who doesn't speak English. DNC stands for Do Not Call List. This is a legal term for a system run by the United States Federal Trade Commission. Whether people specifically request to be placed on this list or merely indicate they're unhappy they were called, we err on the side of caution and ask you to use this option when dispositioning. The final option is Did Not Connect. That simply means the call either kept ringing or ended in silence. Call dispositioning is the second most important step in your process, right after transferring calls, and the person this affects the most is you. If you don't take the extra few moments to think about how the call ended and select the right category for the call, this affects how we handle all of the calls we make. If we're making calls that don't result in a transfer, we need to know exactly why that is happening so we can work to correct it and minimize the number of those calls that we make. As we continue to improve the quality of our calls, your transfer rate should improve right along with it. So you can see why dispositioning calls properly is important for you, your fellow guides, and the entire company. The better we can make our leads, the more success you will have. Certainly, it's possible to hit a gray area once in a while. That's when we ask you to do the best you can. But if we see consistent incorrect dispositions, we'll be inclined to take action. Any perceived abuse of this procedure can lead to the termination of your contract with assurance. Dispositioning calls is an important part of the guide role, and doing it well makes the guide job easier and more successful for all guides. Thank you for watching.
Okay, instead of doing this right here, which takes us back to the words, I'm going to push the house, and then we're going to go here. It says in this module, excuse me, you will learn about the importance of the National Do Not Call Registry. And again, You can always print these off. It's the exact words that the person is saying in the video.
Hi everyone, this is Cecilia Matthews, and I will be going over the National Do Not Call Registry. As an insurance guide, it is vital that you understand the many regulations that affect who you may or may not call, from simple do not call rules to proper responses to customer complaints.
That was long. See, passing score 60. You gotta have 100. Why? Because after this, after you click the greater than sign, then you have this right here, and you can go back and forth as many times as you want.
Hi, Sam here. Now that you're comfortable with the assurance platform, let's talk about some of the conversations you'll be having with the customers, specifically handling objections. Our platform script is constantly evolving as we continue to have conversations with customers and learn what questions and wording are most effective in leading to a sell. But one constant within your conversations will be customer objections and how to handle them. For this course, we've gathered the 6 most common objections our guides and agents hear from customers and used data and analysis to determine the most effective ways to overcome those objections and keep the call moving forward. These responses are not part of the script and will not appear on your screen during the call, but they're common enough that you should take notes, memorize, or have these handy as you speak with the customers. So let's get started. Objection number 1. No, I don't need that insurance, or no, I didn't do that. People will say this if they don't recall sharing their information with us. Perhaps it slipped their mind, maybe a family member looked for them. Here's what we found works best in this situation. Well, it looks like your information was inputted on our website. Perhaps a loved one was looking for you. Is that the case? The customer may answer, not sure, yes, no, or maybe. However they respond, you can turn this into an opportunity with this approach. Well, while I have you on the phone, let's get you some quotes. It's only going to take a few minutes. Objection number 2. I already have insurance. This one is pretty straightforward, but there's still room for discovery. We recommend saying, that's great. Let's see if you have the best possible coverage and price while I have you on the phone. Who are you with now? People are often price and policy comparing, and this opens that door. Objection number 3. I'm busy right now. Can you call me back? It's difficult to get a person on the phone, so when you have them, you want to try and make it count. Here's what we recommend. This really doesn't take long at all, and we'll get you the quotes now. Do you currently have life insurance? Objection number 4. I can't afford insurance right now. I don't have a job. Sometimes customers take longer to develop. Here, we're trying to walk them down the path and show them what's possible. We recommend, not a problem at all. We're just looking to provide you with quotes, so when you can afford it, you'll know exactly what you qualify for. Objection number 5. Why do you keep calling me? This isn't an objection so much as a request for help or clarification. It's best to give them that perspective they seek with something like this. It's not our company that keeps calling. Your information must have been shared on multiple websites. However, we are Assurance, the leading insurance service in America. Do you currently have life insurance? Let them know we may not be the only company calling, and then get the call focused again on the purpose of the call. Objection number 6. Oh, I was only filling out that survey to get a gift card, or some variation of that. People will sometimes get in our queue because they complete a form, but we're really motivated by a prize of some sort. An effective response to this has been, great, I hope you win. But while I have you on the phone, let's see if you qualify. Do you currently have life insurance? Or again, if it's health, Medicare, or auto, you'll replace life for health, Medicare, or auto insurance. So you want to root for them, be on their side, and then try and help them out. Those are the 6 most common objections we see, and we've had success overcoming them. Please make sure you stay aware of these and practice how you will respond. Our next session will focus on our scripting and compliance. Talk to you then.
And so, what I'm going to do right now is to stop this and give you an opportunity to go at it for yourself. I wanted to show you the simplicity of the test. I wanted to show you how you get back and forth through the platform regarding the test. And I wanted you to see that you can take this test as many times as you want. Completed it once. Completed it. I don't know. These are those for the ones that I invited, and these are all of the ones that I I took, and then how many times. Okay, so I took this one once, I completed it once. Now I'm doing a review. I don't know how many times you can do the review, but the majority of these down here is congratulations, a walkthrough, not a walkthrough, but a a remembrance. Because as soon as you get to congratulations and you pass, you get your certificate, and after you like I'm reviewing the module, but then you get directly taken back to the beginning. It says thank you for completing your digital guide rep education. Please type the following link into your Google Chrome browser, um, and then you get right back to your check off list. Because at the end of the check off list, it says log in and go online. Okay. It says Delta is where you work and earn. Is where you will go online and get connected with shoppers, and where you can view your dashboard and commissions among other things. Log into Delta and start working. And remember, they gave you something to do. They said type in dial.assurance.com and make sure you bookmark this. Well, and you want to try to use your computer with all of the other apps and everything down or closed so that you can constantly get the direct connect. See, it goes right to it. See, dialassurance.com. And this is where you start working. See how it has the recorder on? Remember, it says you're offline. You click dial, you test the call, you go. What you do is, it's like, hey, I remember this. I'm supposed to push this, supposed to dial my own number, etc., etc. This shows you about your billing, your rate, what happened in the last 30 days, the last 90 days, the average talk time. And remember, you can talk, you can reset. I believe you can reset this, but you can talk as long as you want with the person. But it's not considered a billable until you transfer the call and they're talking to an agent for 2 minutes or more. Okay? All right. If you have any problems before you make that first call, right here it says need help, intro script, best practices when transferring, referral program. Okay, did the agent address other agents present? Read the introductory statement. Let me try to find the other one. So you can go over all of these. Once you take the test and pass the test, all of the links are open up to you. All of the webinars are open up to you. If you're trying your best to get better at what you say, This webinar is to help you learn the basics of Medicare so you can have an educated conversation to your customers. You don't want to just not go through everything. See, like there's time, like right now, I'm going over the test, and then I stopped at a certain point to let you know that you have an opportunity to follow through for yourself. Like I said, there are people that make anywhere from $1,000 a week on up. The highest per it'll tell you in here. I'm not just making this up. I'm reading also so that when I tutor or train to people to be an insurance guy, I can also have answers to questions. Like, where did you get that thing you was talking about? Where, bro? But it says right here.
All right. All right, I want to welcome everybody to the Assurance Guide training. My name is Tracy Ross. I will be your trainer today, and I hope I can answer all those questions I saw that you guys have put down that you wanted answered. Most of this PowerPoint training will answer most of the questions that you guys had on there. There's a few questions that you get to ask after the training is over. I want you to kind of hold your questions till the end because I want to make this as uh, short as possible because I realize this is valuable time. This is the weekend and it is Friday. So I want to make sure that I go through this as quickly as I can, but make sure we get all your questions answered. You might want to take some notes if you can. And I will be able to send, I think Ron will allow me to go ahead and send um, at least a recording of this to all of you. All right, let's get started. All right, so who is eligible for Medicare? A lot of you have those kinds of questions. So typically, it's people who are 65 or older, and they have to be in the U.S. legally for at least 5 years to be eligible for Medicare. Or it could be certain younger people with disabilities, people who've received a Social Security disability check for at least 24 months or longer, people with end-stage renal disease, which is permanent kidney failure, um, requiring dialysis. They're eligible after 4 months of dialysis treatment. Used to be they'd be eligible right away, but this year they have to have 4 months of treatment in order to be eligible. Some people also have a disease called ALS. It's also known as Lou Gehrig's disease. If they have this disease, they can be eligible for Medicare right away. Okay, so there are people of any age over 18, and they will be eligible based on either these two conditions, or let's say they.
And that's what I mean. There are things that you can do to learn more about what this job is, what this career is, or what this opportunity or this platform is regarding. There are all types of ways that you can find these types of links, and they're all over the place. They are also, I think this is one. Hold on. There's usually a red button right here by either Sam or Miss CC. Hold on one more second. You're offline. Let's close this. Well, I don't want to close that because I want to go over that some more. My house. And I'm hoping to find this one all the time because this is the one that's in my email. This is the fresh one. It doesn't have a lot of information about me on it, but because I don't want it to be about me, I want it to be about who desires to work for the Assurance Institute. This is new. When I first started, it wasn't called the Assurance Institute. So this is more like class training. If you know anybody that speaks another language, anybody that speaks another language, you can just bless them with this opportunity because it puts them in contact with those who speak their language. This is Miss Janice, and I'm the storytelling marketress. But right now, I am your shift job connection person who is really wanting you to take an opportunity to see how this works, to see how blessed you can be. If you decide to go through with it, you can email me back at the email that I'm sending this in, or you can go online to islick.com/ Ms. Janice. That's capital capital SLICK.com MZJANIS. You all be blessed and have a very, very good day. You have three contacts now. You have Miss Cece Williams, you have Mr. Sam, and you have myself. Okay? You be encouraged. Let's see, it is Alt T. Okay, it's not letting me do it that way. I'm so glad we had this time together just to have a laugh or sing a song. Bye for now.